The Battle of Tripoli was a military confrontation in Tripoli, Libya, between loyalists of Muammar Gaddafi, the longtime leader of Libya, and the National Transitional Council, which was attempting to overthrow Gaddafi and take control of the capital. The battle began on 20 August 2011, 6 months after the Libyan civil war started. With an uprising within the city, rebel forces outside the city planned an offensive to link up with elements within Tripoli, and eventually take control of the nation's capital. The rebels codenamed the assault Operation Mermaid Dawn. Tripoli's nickname is the Mermaid. Background: opposition in Tripoli. Tripoli was the scene of major clashes and a failed uprising in February 2011. Protesters filled Green Square, and set fire to the People's Hall of the General People's Congress. Fighting was especially fierce in the city's eastern Tadjoura district, but loyalist forces were able to crush the uprising, with many casualties on both sides. Loyalists shut down the internet, thus cutting access to social networks structuring the opposition. While the extensive design of Tripoli did not allow protests to reach critical mass, the opposition was largely weakened, with supporters being unable to connect anonymously and fearing repression. So active members set up meetings to restructure the local opposition. Several loyalists organizing the crackdown were actually double agents, informing rebels of governmental moves and future arrest attempts. Further attempts at protests took place over the next few months, with little success. Residents stated that a nighttime guerrilla war was taking place in the streets of Tripoli, as armed rebels reportedly started to control many of the smaller streets in rebel-sympathizing districts. August 2011 coastal offensive. Beginning on 13 August, a Libyan rebel offensive from the Nafusa Mountains broke into the Tripolitanian coast. After heavy fighting, the cities of Sorman, Sabratha and Zawiya were taken on the coast, cutting off loyalist forces from the Tunisian border, and isolating their positions in Zuwara, a city that had already rebelled in February, only to have the uprising put down. Meanwhile, a second rebel offensive took the city of Ghayan, the gateway of the Nafusa Mountains, blocking the road between Tripoli and the loyalist city of Sabha in far southern Libya. Further rebel successes threatened to isolate the loyalist stronghold of Sirte, and took the city of Zedlatan east of Tripoli. The combined result of these offensives isolated loyalist forces in Tripoli, with rebel forces less than 30 kilometers away. The rebel leadership stated that they selected the date of the assault to be the 20th day of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, marking the anniversary of the ancient conquest of Mecca.